It's the NBA. Welcome to our Sunday night broadcast here on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, and by my side, Greg Anthony and Brent Barry. And from the sideline, David Aldridge. Hey, Dave.
For most teams in the NBA, success starts at the top. The challenge for owners, most of whom don't come from basketball backgrounds, is picking the right person to entrust with roster decisions. That skill set is hard to evaluate sometimes, but getting that first decision right can sometimes make all the difference. Kevin?
It sure can. All right, DA, thanks. And a chance to take a look at some numbers for Wall.
He's been playing a much bigger role in their offense over the past 5 games. It comes across in his usage rate, which has gone up during that stretch. We'll see if they continue to lean on him here tonight.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. We've got Montrezl Harrell. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Green. Then it's Paul George, and it's Beverly in at the point guard. And for the Wizards, in at forward, it's Hachimura and Bertans. Wall runs the point with Beal at the 2. And it's Bryant in at the 5. Brent, 2 explosive backcourts. When you were playing, who was the toughest guard that you found to defend?
Well, I would start off with a guy named Allen Iverson. And the reason that I start with that, Kevin, the reason I start with Kevin is I just saw the back of the jersey all the time, so I remember Iverson clear as day. But if I went deeper, I would tell you guarding the Hall of Famer Mitch Richmond at a time when he was playing for the Sacramento Kings. They would run an offensive set, much like for Reggie Miller, multiple screens by a bunch of guys who were big and strong. That was not good for me to try to fight through those kind of screens. But if you gave Mitch Richmond 8 inches, 2 points.
And Richmond was strong and had bulk to his body.
Yeah, thanks for reminding me, Kevin.
I can see the bruises. Now Wall. Kawhi Leonard missing from long range. Ryan in the post. He's defended by Harrell. And the rejection by Harrell. And here they go. And it's George finishing it off.
Well, it's the golden age of point guards, and Patrick Beverly trying to show that he belongs amongst them. Great awareness on that play.
Outside, Wall. Pass to Hachimura. Kicks to Beal. Doesn't go that time. Excellent D there from George. Nobody near Leonard. And it's out of bounds, and they say it was last touched by Leonard. Here's Wall. He had a 24-point outing in their last game against Miami.
And guys, what impressed me most was his passing. He constantly looked for the open man and found guys in great spots.
For Los Angeles, they've gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter. Beverly. That falls. Nice feed that time from George.
Yeah, I didn't think there was a pass available there for Paul George, but he spots that small crease, he fires the ball through it, and he gets it to his open man.
Now here's Wall. Very solid contribution from him as he averages over 20 points a game. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Washington shooting their first free throws of the game.
Shooting 2.
That one is off.
And the Clippers franchise joined this league in 1970. They've never made it past the conference semifinals.
Yeah, but the last few years, when you talk about the landscape of Los Angeles, the Clippers have had a remarkable run. Much better record than the Lakers have had in Tinseltown. And so surprising to think of all the talent that's come through the Clipper doors in prior years. But this could be the year with these additions where they break through. Very easily could have been an and one there. Leonard takes the contact and still maintains the focus to make the score.
Beal's shot is good.
And off the schneid here, 1 of 5, but that's a big one.
If you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Now here's Beverly. He's covered closely, shoots from the block, and it's blocked.
And that's a welcome sign for sure. Hachimura demonstrating a willingness to want to improve as a defender.
Now here's Beal. Paul George unable to get his shot to go.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Beverly against Wall. And here's George for three. Washington with the rebound.
Is it getting cold in here, Kevin? This is a tough one. Crucial that he starts to work a little harder for a higher percentage shot.
Wall, no luck.
And he looked like he rushed it a bit. The defense wasn't terrible, but still, he's got to knock that down.
Beverly with the ball. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. And it's good, 2 points.
Well, Beverly showing a bit of his speed right there, out of the blocks, hoping to get something on the drive on the inside.
Now here's Wall. It's a 3-point game. Outside, Beal. Out to the right wing. Got a piece of it. 4 on the shot clock. The 3 from Bryant sinks the three-pointer. It's a tie ball game.
And the instincts there from Hachimura. Notice the overcommitment by the defense and then makes the right pass.
And so George will bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Last time they met was in Los Angeles.
And it's just never easy to get stops in this league, but they had a smart game plan defensively, and I felt like that was the difference.
Well, good defensive game plan and then carrying it out for 48 minutes. That really helped them out in that last game. We're not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups.
And now running up the court, Leonard pushing it up. Finds the hole for the second time from the floor. Now 2 for 5.
Just a lightning bolt there in transition. No one can match up with Kawhi, especially at his position. That time they pay the price.
Now here's Wall. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. It's Beal on the wing. 6 to shoot. Washington needs to get a shot off here. Bryant can't get it to go.
Now that's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good look at it next time and hits it.
Pass to Leonard. Over Wall. Another miss by Leonard.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
Wall looking for an opening. Hachimura the pass to Wall. And again, Washington no good.
Didn't hesitate for a second to get a hand up on that deep ball.
Yeah, you got to like how he hustled to guard out on the perimeter, definitely respecting the shooting ability.
Changing ends quickly. He's rewarded with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down, but when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
Have you seen a lot of teams over your time that have been terrific starting a season, then just fall apart second half of the season?
Have you seen it, Kevin, happen with teams that have really good veteran players? I've seen it with young teams.
Yeah, unravel. I mean, it's painful to watch. None come to mind, but I'm sure you could start to find teams that are 10 wins below from one half of the season to the next half.
And some of that we know. It can happen with injuries to a star player and you just are dismantled. But a lot of times...
Like the Pacers with Oladipo.
Yeah.
They were a different team the last quarter of the season.
It's a great call, Kevin. But a lot of times it happens with young teams because if you get off to such a hot start and it's a bit unexpected, there's going to be a lot more attention on you. And you start to feel like, oh, well, we've arrived. This is easy. We've done this for 35, 40 games. No problem. Well, the league figures you out. And a lot of times young teams that have early success are probably the most susceptible to this lemmings kind of falling off the cliff type of deal.
Clippers trail by 3. Now Beverly. And he converts the layup. Beverly's got 6. Washington's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Outside, Beal. That's good. And so Wall with the assist. Wall's got his 3rd assist on the night.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Now, here is George. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Milwaukee.
Hate to say it, but if they're still trailing at the final buzzer, a lot of this is going to be felt by him. His shooting tonight has just been atrocious.
Here's Bertans. 11 points for him in that last game against Miami. From deep. The shot will not fall. And the Clippers will go the other way with it. This game coming after a loss against the Bucks.
Hey, they had their opportunities, but let's face it, they choked from the line. Hard to win that way on the road.
You cannot afford to do that when you're in an opponent's building. You got to knock down free throws. That cost them.
So timeout called here, the first for Washington.
2 years ago, Paul George and his curious travels about where he was going to land in terms of free agency made his way back to Oklahoma City, and a lot of people were wondering why he made that choice. Then a year later, at the behest of Kawhi Leonard, a trade goes down where Paul George ends up back in Los Angeles with the Clippers. You talk about a two-way threat along with Kawhi Leonard. What an unbelievable wing combination the Clippers have with these two.
Here's Wagner. The Clippers getting the bucket. Here's McCray. Kawhi Leonard with the rebound. Fast break. Here they come. And it's all evened up. He's got 6. And with George last year, easily his best season as a pro in every measurable way.
You wonder in the next couple of seasons here, Kevin, if we're going to see the best of Paul George. Again, coming off that gruesome leg injury, him finding his form last year for Oklahoma City. A lot of talk about even Paul George being considered as an MVP candidate, and rightly so. Now back in Los Angeles with Kawhi Leonard. What a terrific duo they have.
Good on the three-point shot.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
Clippers trail by 3. Williams looking over the floor. Passes it to Zubac. To the paint. Outside Leonard. 5 on the clock. Knocks it loose. It's stolen by Smith. And here we go. Washington fast break. McCray, no good.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
While we have the chance, we like to reveal the list of the past month's best fast break teams in the NBA. 4th, the Clippers.
I mean, they have really hit their stride in terms of that transition game. No doubt about it. They are playing at a great pace.
And he makes the first. Rodney McGruder's checked in for Kawhi Leonard. And he can't hit the second. Brett, when you look back on all the stars you played against during your career, who was the biggest intimidator?
Well, I think about intimidating players, and the first word that comes to mind is Anthony Mason. I know he wasn't a bona fide star player, but
right.
You know the role that he had for
Yes,
the teams that he played with, and Anthony Mason was a player you did not be playing against. During my era, most of the years that I had some successes and minutes on the floor, it was certainly Kevin Garnett. The way that KG approached every game, and you spent many seasons watching him very closely. From year 1 to year 18 or 19, KG came at you every game, every night with the same kind of zest and excitement to compete.
Well put. Just 4 to shoot. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot.
And now a chance to see the former Demon Deacon Ish Smith in action. Has been in the league for a while now, and played for several teams, and he's a veteran through and through.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
Shooting 2.
And that one misses. And when you have Ish Smith on your team, you know he's going to give you scoring off the bench.
And Smith not exactly great at any one thing, but the whole package is solid for a reserve. As long as you can make the right decision and just run the offense, that'll get you pretty far in this league.
Now here's Williams. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Shamet kicks to Williams. Thomas with the block. Mahinmi passes to McCray. Here's Wagner. Nice ball movement by Washington. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
All right, a moment to check out the stats for Zubac. This last month, he has been a real positive for this team. He's putting up about 5 points a game, 11 rebounds, and just over 2 blocks. And you talk about a difference maker. He's a factor inside with his length and activity.
When you look at bigs, you talk to them about 2 key components: protect the rim and pound the glass. And intimidation, that helps too.
Here's Shamet. That one wide left. And here's Thomas, who brings it up for the Washington Wizards. 1:30 left in the first quarter of the game. Here's McCray. Back to Thomas from past the arc. Good D by Williams. The Clippers trail. And it's out of bounds. The Clippers able to retain possession here. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out west. Already we're in December. You take a look at the Clippers. They're in second, looking to take over the first spot.
And when you look at the Clippers, they've already become a team you have to stand up and pay attention to. Don't sleep on these guys. They're a dangerous squad.
Well, the reason I think, Greg, they're dangerous is the fact that they're playing with just a ton of confidence right now. And the more wins that they can pile up now, the more cohesive they're going to be.
Now, here's Mahinmi. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Here's Wagner. It's hauled in by Zubac.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
Those are all the little things about effort there. He just gets out there and contests, and that's just enough.
Thomas goes in. Here's Wagner. Now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game. Clippers trail by 3. Outside Williams. Fires for 3. Rebound by Mahinmi. Mahinmi's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Smith dishes to Thomas. Smith outside. Here's Wagner. But they'll get another chance. Shoots the 3. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Wizards out front. They're up by 3. We'll be back shortly, live from Washington. Certainly a challenging matchup tonight, but Isaiah Thomas said they were looking forward to it.
It's going to be hard. It's going to be tough. But I think the most poised team is going to win tonight. No matter if teams go on runs or not, things aren't going your way, you're not getting any calls, you got to be poised. We're ready for the challenge, and hopefully we can get the win.
That's all you can do, right? Stay locked in and play for one another.
And no pressure. You're the underdog. Let it fly and have some fun.
And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And what stands out to you from Washington in this one?
Throughout that first, they just were aggressive on the defensive end, showing active hands.
You know, they really made a lot of good quality reads down there. Took some chances, but feeling more calculated than risky.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. Taking a look at the Wizards. We've got Isaiah Thomas. Mahimi is out there with Wagner. Then there's McCray, and it's Smith in at the shooting guard position. Now here's Thomas and Mahimi with this stop.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
So it's the Clippers now, following the bucket by the Wizards. Williams gets the bucket.
Well, even when you get physical with Lou Williams, he'll use that against you. Keeps his balance that time.
Wizards leading by 6. There's the pass to McCray. Mahimi with it. Outside Thomas. Shot clock at 6. Smith the pass to Thomas. It's hauled in by Zubac. Clippers trail by 6. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Lou Williams won 6th Man of the Year for the 3rd time last season. He joined Kevin McHale and Detlef Schrempf as the only players to win the award in consecutive seasons. And with the most career points ever scored off the bench, maybe they should just name this award after him. Kevin?
David, I'm all for it. Thank you so much. And boy, is he in good company. Here's Smith following the score by Lou Williams. Here's Wagner. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. Wagner's got his second basket of the night.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Now here's Williams. His last outing, he had 8 points. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Yeah, this story in the second quarter, much different than the one in the first. We're finally seeing some aggression.
And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Thomas passes to McCray. The 3. Thomas, no luck. Clippers trail by 4. Here's Shamet. Now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
Oh, that's some fancy ball handling right there. Since when does he take guys off the dribble?
Thomas dishes to Smith. Williams against Thomas. Pass to Wagner. 6 on the shot clock. Fades away. That shot off. So the Clippers will take it the other way. Here's Mahimi. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. When it comes to hustle and effort, who would you put on the floor to get those 50-50 balls that are just so important? And sometimes, with the win or loss in the balance.
And I watch Kawhi Leonard, and even though he's a superstar player, there's still some efficiency in his action to go and get that ball.
He just never stops.
He never stops. Yeah. And so, yeah, he might not get dirty, but he doesn't have to because he outsmarts everybody else to get to it. And we have scrappy guys like Marcus Smart and Patrick Beverly, who we've talked about as being nuisances on the court. But, those guys are invaluable to any coaching staff. And when they have those kind of plays, it just gets everybody going and brings a level of energy back to the game.
It does energize it. You're exactly right. So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses. And to have someone, Brent, with the size and the strength of Green play with the energy he does, it's a huge boost to any team.
Yeah, lots of talk last year about JaMychal Green really stepping into his own, starting to really own what it is he can do to impact any given game. He's a bit of a journeyman, has traveled around a little bit between San Antonio and Memphis, but his role with the Clippers last year really put him in a nice spot for him to show off his skill set.
And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. They trail by 3. So for the Wizards, their last game, a loss to the Heat in Miami. Pass to Beal. It's hauled in by Paul George. George has got 4 rebounds in this game. Left side, Leonard for the 3. Los Angeles with another miss.
With him struggling tonight, they need to find some other options out there to keep themselves in the game.
Left side, Wall. Back to Beal. Excellent D there from George. Clippers trail by 3. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Beverly feeling it out a bit. Ball's knocked loose. It's stolen by Wall. Outside, Beal. And that comes off the assist by John Wall. Wall's got 4 assists in the game.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Now here's Beverly. He has 6. Passes it to Leonard. They could use a bucket. Rebound by the Wizards. Mahimi's got his 6th rebound on the night.
Time for some consideration in the passing category, maybe, Kevin. The shot is just not on. Get somebody else going.
And in the post, Wall's got a pretty well-developed game for a point guard. He can navigate his way through the big bodies with very few problems.
And the Clippers decide to take their first timeout here.
And doesn't like how things are going right now.
The timeout before the timeout here, maybe just to cut off the momentum and have a chit-chat with the team to settle down.
Bertanis, he's checked in for Ian Mahimi. Already a lot of talk about who's going to take part in the three-point contest this season, and here's a look at the players most likely to make it.
And so many great shooters in the NBA these days, and these guys, quite frankly, the best of the best. I wouldn't be surprised if we see a scoring record broken in this year's competition.
You take a look at Beal. He's got a place in the three-point contest within his reach. I hope he makes it because I know how much this would mean to him to be a part of the event.
I mean, that's a good call, Kevin. He's the type of player that can really deliver on a stage like that. He'll be very dangerous if he ultimately gets in.
And as the votes keep pouring in, we'll keep you updated on any changes to that list. It looks like we're going to have quite a group.
Man, you talk about the ultimate marksman's list here, Kevin. Maybe this will be the year somebody gets that perfect score.
Washington calls timeout. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of Miami.
Yeah, you could see they were pressing in that one, and the shooting percentages dipped because of it.
Yeah, I'll say anytime you're having trouble getting over that 40% field goal mark, it's probably not going to be your night.
And looking now at the numbers for Bryant, the past month has been surreal. He's averaging 10 points a game, 14 rebounds, and just over 2 blocks. And when it all comes together for him, this is what he's capable of.
Yeah, this is what his coaches have been waiting for that light bulb to turn on. And right now, it is burning bright. He looks fantastic.
The Clippers shooting their 3rd free throw shot of the game.
And really, the form at the line all season has been terrific. 79% as a team.
I think Patrick Beverly, for the entirety of his NBA career, is really going to embrace the role of being the villain. Has no problem with it whatsoever.
Now, here's George. Kicks it out to Leonard. Off target from outside.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, he's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the board.
And how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right. The pass to George. Now here's Green. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Pass to Beverly. Now Leonard. Covered by Wall. Leonard kicks to Beverly. Clock at 6. Here's Harrell, and it's sent back by Bryant. And now here comes Wall, leading the break. And the slam dunk by Wall.
And right now, they're just focused on putting together good possessions.
Yeah, that's exactly how they got the lead. They ended up having multiple possessions in a row with good quality shots, knocked them down, and game is fully in their control.
Knocked loose. Pass to Leonard. Fires the three. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Leonard's got 9.
I think it gets overlooked sometimes, but Kawhi can put up some very good numbers from the three-point line.
Wall against Beverly. Wall passes to Beal. And good, coming off the assist by Wall. Wall's got assist number 5 here tonight.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And here's Beverly. He brings it up for the Clippers. It's a 10-point game. Passes to Green. The dish now to George. Over Beal. Connects on the foul line jumper.
In the mid-range, rarely the hallmark of efficiency in today's NBA, but it is on point tonight.
Now here's Wall. Outside Beal. Here's Hachimura. From deep, Wall. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Harrell's got his 5th rebound in this one. Launches a 3. The Clippers keep it alive. Leonard. And finally they hit one. Leonard's got 5 points now in the quarter.
It's like he's got a couple of suction cups at the end of those long arms. Those huge hands from Kawhi, helpful on the glass.
Now here's Wall. Here's Bryant. No good off the back of the rim. Lets it go from the wing. And it's Beverly missing.
That's a shocker there. Did not expect him to miss from that range. He's got to be shooting close to 60% from there.
Wall against Beverly. The pass to Hachimura. That shot no good. Great D that time from Green. And here's George for 3. Nailed from three-point land. George has got his 3rd basket of the night. Washington leading now by 3. And here's Wall. It's Beal on the wing. Pass to Bryant. Over Harrell. Bryant's shot is good. Bryant's got his 2nd bucket tonight.
Well, you like guys who can work that in-between area, really keeps the defense honest.
Oh, man, that is just easy for him out there. At his size, with that kind of touch, that is money.
And it's Leonard missing.
Yeah, better than giving up the layup. You want to go in there and use the hard foul. They did it there. That's aggressive attitude defensively.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Good job to recognize the opportunity. That's just very solid offense.
Here's George after the basket by Washington. Takes the 13-footer. Bryant with the rebound. Bryant's got his 6th rebound on the night. Pass to Hachimura. And here's Wall, defended by George. Bertans in the post, working on Green. Bertans kicks to Wall. Over Beverly. Green with the rebound. Green's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Leonard. Drops in the layup for 2. Leonard's got 13.
Just remarkable what he's able to do. Leonard, with a guy draped all over him, still able to convert.
Wall passes to Bryant. To the middle. And that's a foul called on Bradley Beal. That's foul number 2 for him.
It's his 2nd foul, but not the end of the world. One more before halftime, though. That would change some things.
Thomas checked in for Hachimura. And then for Los Angeles, Zubac is checked in for Montrezl Harrell. Harkless comes in for Green, and it's Williams in for Patrick Beverly.
Well, not much you can do to stop that. Leonard showing once again his physical prowess at the 10.
And Beal kicks to Wall. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
Taking it up strong against size. He does not lack for confidence.
Yeah, hard to stop it there if you're the big man. That's just too good a shot and great concentration.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
Numbers this year at the line below 70, so when he's getting to the line, not nearly as effective as you'd like.
Here's what Washington's going with right now. Mo Wagner comes in for Bryant, and McRae's subbed in for Beal. And that one falls for Wall.
And Wall has said he wants to be in the MVP conversation moving forward. A terrific floor general with unreal athleticism.
Now, here's Zubac. No points in the game yet for him. That's tipped. Tries yet again, and it's good on the layup.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
There's 38 seconds left in the second quarter. George against Wall. Outside Thomas. Pass to McRae. Harkless with the steal. These are his third and fourth free throw attempts of the game. The first one falls. Smith checked in for Washington. And a switch here also for the Clippers. Magruder's checked in. He doesn't get the second one. Wizards leading by 3. Smith right side. Right wing. Thomas against Williams. And another miss by Washington. George way outside. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Wizards lead by 3. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much, Bradley. The old saying, no rebounds, no rings. How important is it to continue to have 5 guys go to the glass in the second half?
Yeah, all five guys. But I think we're too worried about getting out in transition. So I think 1 through 5, including the guards, we all got to get in there and rebound.
You can't score unless you have the ball, right? Thanks very much. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody. This home crowd is elated about what they've seen so far. I'm Ernie Johnson. That's Shaquille O'Neal. That's Kenny Smith. Bradley Beal putting in some incredible work. He had 13 points, 2 assists, and 1 steal. And let's get your thoughts, Kenny, on the Wizards.
Well, they were consistent from downtown. The playmakers found open shooters, and the shooters delivered and knocked down shots on a high level. In some ways, it came down to confidence. We'll see if they have that same swagger in the second half.
Shaq, what was your takeaway on the Clippers?
I love it. You know why I love it, Ernie? Because they're getting the ball inside and converting. Not just sitting back behind the line shooting threes. See, that's kept the defense scrambling a little bit, unable to lock in on anything. Get it in, we'll kick it back out, then you shoot it.
And that wraps up the halftime show. Third quarter set to begin in just a few.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. And it's Wall with the ball for the Wizards. It's off to Charlotte for him after this game as they take on the Hornets. That's game one of a 3-game road trip. And the Clippers, looking at who they've got Paul George. Green is out there with Montrezl Harrell. Then it's Patrick Beverley. And it's Leonard in at the 3. Shot clock at 5. Here's Hachimura. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Oh, no. Just don't let him get his feet set. Leonard has become a deadeye on the catch-and-shoot opportunities.
Washington's gone 6 of 14 with the 3 ball tonight, just a little over 40%.
Think about Montrezl Harrell and the type of energy and effort that he brought last year to this team to help solidify, I guess, most of the culture piece of what Steve Ballmer wants this franchise to be about. That's playing hard, playing with energy, and having some enthusiasm for the competition. Montrezl Harrell wraps all those things up pretty nicely in the way he plays.
And Montrezl Harrell, Brent, beloved in the locker room.
Well, he's beloved because every night when you go out on the floor with him, you know what you're going to get. A guy who is incredibly competitive, passionate, knows his role, and plays with a physical presence that he doesn't shy away from anybody that's on the floor. That's infectious.
And they now lead as the free throw drops for him. Both free throws good from Beverley. And Brent, as you know, there aren't many players that can set a tone for a team, but Patrick Beverley is one of them.
And Patrick Beverley always embraces that role about setting the tone defensively on an opposing team's point guard, making sure that tonight, if you're going to beat the team that Pat Beverley plays on, you're going to have to go through them.
And out of Japan, a real interesting prospect, Hachimura, especially now that he can stretch the floor.
Yeah, he found the 3 ball in his last year of college, hit over 40%. You combine that with the size, the motor, he is really versatile, and I feel like he's putting it all together.
And that one falls for Hachimura.
And although he started playing the game later in life, Hachimura has picked it up well, and exciting young player to watch.
No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, over the last few years, there's been a lot of talk about seeding playoff teams 1 through 16, regardless of conference. Now, taking the top 16 teams is a tough sell, especially for owners whose teams are in the relatively weaker Eastern Conference. But taking 8 teams from each conference and then cross-seeding earlier than the finals is something that does seem possible down the road. The reward for fans might be a finals matchup with the 2 best teams in the league. Kevin?
Interesting ideas, David. Thank you. The Clippers have shot 4 of 7 as a team from the line tonight. Several misses early.
Shooting 2.
The first free throw is good. He's perfect from the line this time. And Washington has possession. All with it. He has 7. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Here's Hachimura. He's covered by Leonard. Here's Bertanis. Green with the rebound.
Oof, ugly start to the second half. They're still scoreless in their first 5 attempts.
Clippers leading by 3. Now Beverly, 12 points for him. And the pass to Leonard. Shoots over Beal, and it's Leonard. That time on the assist by Beverly. Beverly's got 6 assists here tonight. And it's Wall with the ball for the Washington Wizards. Pass to Hachimura. Now, here's Bertans. He's covered by Leonard. The baseline J, and he drops that one in. And that's 15 points for Bradley Beal.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
Yeah, the coach pretty smart for zoning in on him and giving him opportunities to stay with that confident play.
Here's Leonard after the made shot from Bradley Beal. Off on the layup.
And after defending on the shot, he doesn't give up on the play. Follow that straight to the glass for the rebound.
That one's good, and the Clipper lead is cut to just 1 on the basket from Wall.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Now, here's George. Defense is right there. Goes up to the stripe. Rebounded by the Wizards. Bryant's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. He lobs it up. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Outside Leonard. Oh, Leonard in position. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Yeah, you don't see many of these opportunities for this team, but Kawhi, one guy who can get up there and get it done.
Beverly against Wall. Pass to Bertans. Over Beverly. Yep, it goes, and the Clipper lead is cut to just 1 on the basket from Bertans.
Ooh, that's a great matchup for him just because of the size difference right there. He makes that mid-range shot at a very high percentage.
The Clippers have gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. Beverly, the pass to George. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. That one a little long.
Kind of rare to see any player have this much of a struggle from the field. To still have the lead shows how resilient they are as a complete team.
Now here's Wall. 9 points in the game so far. To the paint. Here's Hachimura. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. And Los Angeles guys shooting a troubling 38% in the third. Not the finest work of this offense. Back to Harrell. And Harrell slams it in.
When the shot's going up, it's fun to watch the way that Montrezl Harrell will attack a rebound, crucial to this offense and his production.
Now here's Wall. Very solid contribution from him as he averages over 20 points a game. The shot missing, so the Clippers will take it the other way. The 3 from George. Rebound by John Wall.
And not a way to get out of a funk. He needs to be looking for good, solid, more efficient shots, not the wild one he took there.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
The Clippers in the lead. Now here is George. Beal with the steal. On the wing, Bryant. He's defended by Harrell. And Bryant kicks to Wall. Passes it to Hachimura. Clock at 4. That's tipped.
Give him a little credit. Take some guts to keep shooting if you're struggling this bad. It's getting a little bit ugly right now.
And Leonard gets it to go.
Leonard did a good job to take a picture there, recognizing what was going on, read the defense, and then finds a soft spot in the mid-range.
Washington calls timeout.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
Yeah, they're like a 4-day-old soda right now, just flat, Greg. They're missing shots left and right and just not playing their best.
And a new group getting ready for the Wizards. Mahimi's checked in for Thomas Bryant. Mo Wagner comes in for Bertanis. Ish Smith, he's checked in for Hachimura. And Thomas subbed in for John Wall. The Clippers also making some changes. Andrew Shamet comes in for Green, and it's Williams in for Patrick Beverly. Now, here's Thomas. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Basket counts.
Well, that's how you draw it up right there. A screen to shed the defense, a quick move to the bucket, and you get the lay-in.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 5 of 12 from the field since the third quarter got underway. Leonard with the ball. Now Beal defending. Washington trailing. Oh, Beal in position. Smith finds Beal. They'll double him with Harrell. Another one falls for Washington.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Here's Williams. 6 points for him. There's the pass to Harrell. Pass to George. Three-pointer. Rebounded by the Wizards. Mahimi's got his 8th rebound here tonight.
Yeah, the three-pointer has not been his weapon in this one. He had 1 in the first quarter and still 0 here in the second.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Thomas with the ball. Leonard picks him up. Mahimi passes to Smith. Here's Wagner. He kicks it to Thomas. Pass to Wagner. Shamet with the steal. And here's Leonard from 3. Rebounded by the Wizards. They've led by as much as 10. Some firepower from this offense tonight.
Yeah, they got a nice groove going right now offensively.
And that's the thing we know about Leonard. As a defender, on the ball, off the ball, he's rarely out of any play.
Clippers trail by 3. And pushing it up, here's Los Angeles. Williams with a clean look. And a miss there on the triple. Here's Washington. They're on a 14-6 run. And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. And Los Angeles with some changes. Zubac is checked in for Montrezl Harrell. Harkless comes in for Leonard. And Rodney McGruder's subbed in for George. Here's Beal. He's got 15. And Harkless pulls it down. Harkless has got 4 rebounds in this game. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
The drive by Smith. Here's Wagner. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got rebound number 8 now on the night. Right side, Williams. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Williams has got 8 points.
Although he's a little bit smaller, Lou Williams does not deter himself from getting inside and scoring over the top of the trees.
Smith outside. And it's Beal in the corner. 6 to shoot. Inside. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. The Wizards have shot 60% from the line, 6 of 10. First one falls for him. Bryant is checked in for Washington. Jordan McRae comes in for Beal. And so he hits both. Los Angeles has gone into a slump here from three-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. Here's Zubac. Bryant with the rebound. Bryant's got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. And it's Smith penetrating, and it's blocked. And so it looks like Washington will retain possession here. Los Angeles making a switch here. Leonard's checked in. To the inside, Wagner. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
Oh, going high to throw that one down.
Sky high. Fantastic one-hand jam. And it's Williams with the ball for the Los Angeles Clippers. They trail by 3. Here's Zubac. Over in the corner, Williams. Just 5 on the clock. Kicks it to Harkless. Makes it off the glass. Harkless has got 6 points.
Such an effective combo guard. We all know that Lou Williams can score, but once he gets going, he'll set a teammate up too.
Greg, I'm just so impressed with the level of finesse and craftiness that Lou Williams always plays with.
And Kevin, you don't stay a perennial 6th Man of the Year candidate at Williams' age without having more than a few tricks up your sleeve. He's so good in tight spaces and can find a way to get a shot up where others just have to kick it out.
And here is Los Angeles now, following the bucket by the Wizards. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. And even though he's been nagged by injury for a few years, Brent, Kawhi is still a top 2A threat when he's healthy.
Well, the fact that Kawhi Leonard could move on from San Antonio, get to that Toronto team that needed just an extra push to do something in the Eastern Conference, especially with the absence of LeBron James. Kawhi Leonard absolutely dominated last year's playoffs and took Toronto to a championship. And now, for the first time, he's had the choice to continue his career somewhere. He's going to do that back home in Los Angeles for the Clippers.
That one is no good.
And maybe the biggest story of this summer, where would Kawhi Leonard be headed in free agency? A player of his caliber commands that kind of media scrutiny.
Here's McRae. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet.
Yeah, just a fantastic job to stay with the play and just not give up. Excellent effort on the offensive backboard.
Now here's Leonard. He's got 25. Rebound by the Wizards. Bryant's got 14. Yep, 14 rebounds for him tonight. Wow. He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. And he's on his way to the free throw line.
Not sure which clips they watched at halftime, but he has figured out how to attack the D, and they kept him in check in the first half. He's flipped it.
For Washington, they had made 8 of their 12 free throws in this game.
And they didn't shoot it very well from the line in the first half, but they've gotten much better since halftime, and it's helped them to secure the lead.
Now, here's Shamet, covered by Smith. Williams for 3. It's good. With that basket, he's now 5 for 9.
Well, you got to honor Lou Williams' shot from deep, especially if he's got other things going offensively. Has a great feel for when to pull the trigger.
Now here's Thomas. They look to him for part of their offensive attack. Right now, he averages nearly 12 points a game. The shot's good from Bryant.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Williams against Thomas. Passes it to Harkless. Wide open. He's off on that one. The third quarter comes to a close. Washington out in front, leading by 6. We'll be back shortly, live from Washington. And a moment ago, inside the huddle with Coach Scott Brooks.
Guys, you get rewarded by playing hard. You should. You shouldn't get no reward by not playing hard. Keep playing hard.
And hard work always pays off. Coach Brooks, supportive of how assertive his guys are playing right now.
And Kevin, this is why players love playing for him. He's good at encouraging his guys to keep positive.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Thomas is out there with Ish Smith. Then it's Thomas Bryant. Then there's McCray, and it's Wagner in at the 4. That's the group on the floor right now for Washington. Here's McCray. Smith outside. It's rebounded by Leonard.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
Down low, here's Beverly. It's good. Great play by Williams to set it up.
And Patrick Beverly can do that in close, finds a way to get that one up, and you know he likes to score. It doesn't happen a ton, but he loves it.
Now here's Thomas. Latray. Rebound by the Clippers. Zubats has got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Leonard, no luck. And so Bryant will bring it up for the Wizards. They've led by as much as 10. Here's Wagner. The shot, no good. So the Clippers will take it the other way. Inside. Oh, and the jam by Harkless.
You know, a lot of times we talk about good passing, but accurate passing is a huge quality of a good pass, and Leonard did it there.
Washington calls timeout.
Giving up a run here. Can they turn it around?
Hard to say right now. At this point, I've seen the coaches run through 2 or 3 iterations of defense. Is there a 4th? I'm not sure.
Washington making some changes. Davis Bertans comes in for Mo Wagner. And it's John Wall in for Smith. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Green, he's checked in for Maurice Harkless. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
I was able to listen in on what Scott Brooks had to say to his team. He said to them, that's the kind of effort we need to bring every night. We're right in this thing, but it's going to take sustained effort to close it out. Now let's bring it home. Kevin, back to you.
Now Thomas, following the three-point attempt by Lou Williams. The pass to McCray. Back to Thomas. Here's Bryant. Shoots over Zubats. And the rejection by Zubats. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Zubats. We're about 2 minutes into the 4th quarter in this one. Thomas, no good.
And if you have to admire his confidence on that, but there's no way that's going to fall.
Coaches will tell you that's a bad shot, but when your teammates tell you that, you probably got to think about it.
Here's Green to take the lead. Here's Zubats. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. And the Clippers lead by 2.
That's an excellent play call to free him up from the defense.
Well, taking advantage of that opportunity, it does not get any more high percentage than that one.
And how about Wall? Just phenomenal at taking it to the defense with that lightning quick first step.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the 4th. Leonard on the wing. And he drops it in from the low post. Leonard's got 14 points now in the second half.
And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
Yeah, whether it's teammates or the coaching staff, hopefully a combination of both. But when it gets close, he's getting the ball.
Now, here's Thomas. Pass to McCray. Here's a look at what's coming up for the Wizards. On Tuesday, they'll tip off a road trip in Charlotte where they'll take on the Hornets. And then on Saturday, they'll be taking on Jonas Valanciunas and the Memphis Grizzlies.
And that one against the Bulls, it's going to be a
a bit of a measuring stick for them. See just how they stack up with a team that most would feel has the edge.
And the first one at the line is good for the Clippers. Harrell, he's checked in for Zubac, and George is subbed in for Lou Williams. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. The Clippers have gone 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter. Beverly finds Harrell.
Well, just hard to keep up with Montrezl Harrell and that impressive energy he brings.
No good on that one. That's off as well, so he misses both.
The compliment that Harrell gets often is the fact that he's just so tireless a worker, and that energy is something that both coaching staffs and teammates appreciate.
Los Angeles has gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Pass to Bertans. Over Green. And again, Washington no good. Passes to Leonard. And here is Harrell. The pass to Green. Good on the shot. And the Clippers lead by 2.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
George against Wall. Thomas dishes to Wall. Back to Thomas to take the lead. And that comes off the assist by John Wall. Wall's got assist number 7 for him tonight. And here's Beverly. He brings it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth quarter. Now here's Green. He dishes it to Leonard. 6 on the shot clock. No good from the wing. Washington's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Outside Thomas. To the wing right side. Here's McCray. He's covered by Leonard. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
Well, after committing a turnover like that, you're just praying the game doesn't come down to the last possession. You'll remember that one.
Hachimura, he's checked in for Washington. Beal comes in for Thomas. Now here's Beverly. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
One shot.
That's good from Beverly. Washington trailing. Outside Wall. Pass to Hachimura. Outside Beal. Bertans with the ball. He's against Green. Tries it from 9. Good on the bucket. And here's Beverly. Pass to Leonard. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. One thing we've seen from these guys is excellent passing.
No doubt about it. It's fun to watch the way they're operating as a team right now. They are all in sync.
The Clippers have gone 7 of 13 from the field here in the fourth. Here's George. Washington with the rebound. They've led by as much as 10. Guys, they've been getting it done.
They came out with a mission, and they have been tough to stop.
Passes it to Bryant. Over Harrell. Bryant's shot is off.
And the effort never stops with him. No easy shots when he's on the floor.
Well, it's about the defensive end, and that's what guys feed off. He gives the effort down there at all times.
The free throw drops for Leonard.
There's a quiet intensity that Kawhi Leonard brings to both ends of the floor, a defensive menace, and it's amazing to watch him just how disruptive he can be when he's guarding the 1, 2, 3, or even 4-man and messing up offensive scheme.
Now here's Wall. Dishes it to Beal. Here's Hachimura. He's covered by Leonard. Shot clock at 6. Kicks the Wall. From deep three-point range, it's rebounded by Leonard. Leonard's got 13 rebounds in the game. Seeding. Beal deciding where to go with it. The pass to Wall. Here's Hachimura. Great D that time from Leonard.
Well, that's how to protect the rim without fouling. Force him into an awkward release and a bit of an adjustment on the layup down the stretch. He's been flat out awesome. He helped them get the lead, and now he's making sure they keep it.
Wall against Beverly. And Wall kicks to Beal. There's the three. Bryant. It's good on the putback.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Here's George. Looking to end his cold spell. Good work there as it goes. And the Clippers lead by 2.
So good, so experienced. Paul George can convert the toughest of buckets.
Beal the pass to Wall. Over Beverly. And that one goes long. LA has gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Not something we're used to seeing in this offense, but tonight it may be just about give Kawhi the ball and get out of the way.
Pass to Hachimura. It's Beal on the wing. Not going to go that time. George with the defensive effort. Los Angeles leading by 4 to the middle. Oh, and the dunk by Beal.
In a game this close, this late, that kind of D is clutch.
It is. And then, Greg, to go in for the flush. That could be a backbreaker.
Well, we'll see how the other side responds here. They have to come up big.
Pass to Green. To the paint. It's stolen by Bryant. Bertans with the ball to take the lead. And the 3 ball is good. Bertans got 5 points in the quarter. And guys, here in the fourth quarter, still a close game.
Instant classic, fellas. This one could come right down to the last shot.
And George, here we go. Los Angeles with another miss. Washington's gone a disappointing 2 of 6 on 3-point attempts here in the fourth. Beal, and out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession.
Look, Kevin, I'm all for the crowd interacting with the players, but not so much the players interacting with the crowd. That one, errant pass.
Now Beverly. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Patrick Beverly is going to come at you every night, just an inspiring player that way, and daring the defense to get physical with him on that play.
So he picks up just 1 from the line that time.
He was able to tie it up, but he has to be disappointed that he could not give his team the lead.
And for the Clippers, they're shooting about 42% so far. The open shot by Leonard. Rebound by the Wizards. Bryant's got his 20th rebound here tonight. Saw that coming. Beal finds Bertans.
And what an alley-oop. Those two read each other so well.
It's a play I'm sure they love to run. 1:46 left to play in the final quarter. George looking over the floor. Here's the teardrop. The shot misses. And Washington the other way now. Here's Wall. It's hauled in by Beverly.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
No, I haven't seen him in comfortable spots, or at least spots we've seen in this offensive set that are allowing him to settle in. Paul George stepping up big time.
And it's Wall with the ball for Washington. Tries from 10. He gets it in there. Wall's got 4 this quarter.
He just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players, Kevin, playing today can do.
And the Clippers call time here. They're down by 2. There's 53 seconds left in the fourth. A chance now to recognize our Jordan player of the game, Thomas Bryant.
And he's had a very good night shooting the basketball. A little over 50% from the field. And a lot of those shots have come against some tight D. That shows the level of his focus and consistency.
Williams, he's checked in for Paul George. There's 53 seconds left in the game. Leonard looking around to the inside. Green dishes to Williams. 5 to shoot. And here's Leonard from 3. Bryant with the rebound.
And maybe, you know, he thinks he can shoot himself out of the cold spell, but I don't think that's the case. Maybe somebody want to tell him to ease up off the threes.
Now here's Wall. Passes it to Beal over Williams. And the whistle blows, and it's going to be an over-the-back call here.
Well, he thought he could slip by there and grab the board, but got too much body and gets called for going over the back.
Well, he plays super active on the glass, so calls like this are to be expected.
And both free throws good for Green.
How fantastic was that? One mistake and the game's over, but he gets it done.
Now here's Wall. It's Beal on the wing, beyond the arc. Can't get the 3 to fall. And the Clippers call time here. And here's Leonard from 3. Oh, no good there. The potential game winner off the mark. And regulation now complete. We will go to overtime. We'll be back shortly, live from Washington. And now we get set for overtime in what has been a stirring contest.
Here we go.
It'll be Los Angeles off the tip. So the overtime period is now ticking away. Should be fun. All fueled up and ready to go to overtime basketball here, brought to us by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. So for the Clippers right now, Beverly and Williams, the guard tandem. Green is out there with Kawhi Leonard. And it's Harrell in at the 5 down low.
Lou Williams and that wisdom gives a boost to the confidence of the entire team. Someone the younger guys look up to.
Second free throw, no good.
They come away with the lead, but I'm sure he's kicking himself over that last miss.
Beal can't get it to go. The Clippers in the lead. Here's Beverly. Second shot opportunity, and he makes that one.
A hard work on the offensive glass. You can see the coaching staff rise up and clap for that effort.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Bertans finds Wall. No good. Great D that time from Green. Beal with the steal. And now Bryant pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
Beautiful transition offense there. That's execution at its best.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
The Clippers shooting a mediocre 41% in this one. Here's Leonard. Over in the corner, Green. Back to Leonard. 6 on the shot clock. From deep. But they get it back.
And I just love how he's banging down low. His hard work will let them use some more of the clock here.
Here's Wall. Here's Bryant. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket. Bryant's got 4 points in the quarter.
He seems to be in the right place at the right time more often than anybody that's on the court here tonight. We see that pay off.
Here's Leonard, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Good scorers have that ability. When Leonard gets that deep, it's usually a bucket, a trip to the free throw line, or both.
Good on the second free throw.
And really, if not for the miss, they'd be sitting in a much better position.
The Wizards have gone 2 of 5 on shot attempts since the end of regulation. Beal against Williams. And here's Wall outside. Green with the rebound. Green's got rebound number 13 with that last one. To tie it up. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Bryant's got it all tied up now for the Wizards.
Oh, man, just beast mode on the glass there. He was not going to be denied on that play.
And the Clippers call time here. We're in overtime. If you've just joined us, 2.5 minutes through it. Now the pass to Leonard. They get the rebound. Back to Williams. Floats one. It falls through, making him 6 for 11 in the game.
Wow, huge in a big moment there. Getting the ball to Lou Williams, not a bad idea.
And what an exciting game here with 3 minutes played so far in overtime. Wall finds Bryant. Back to Wall to take the lead. Bangs home the trifecta. And the Wizards lead by 1.
Pretty much not a player in the league is going to pass up a shot like that. So much for the defense.
Here's Leonard. Out to the wing. Outside, Green. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Pass to Harrell. Over Bryant. And it's Harrell missing. For Washington, they've gotten 4 of their initial 9 shots here in overtime to fall. Beal's shot is good.
And time again, Wall puts himself in a position to attack. Just a great job of creating offense for himself or his teammates.
Looking at the clock, just over 3.5 minutes into OT. Now here's Leonard, guarded closely. Shoots from the line. Washington with the rebound. Berton's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's another rebound.
Collecting yet another board.
He's been everywhere. Just sensational.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
He hits the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And so he drops them both. It's a 5-point game.
And just like that, this game is a 2-possession affair.
Wall against Beverly. Now the dish to Leonard. Shot to stop the run. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And that's so difficult. You just try to challenge Kawhi's shot, think you've timed it perfectly, but instead, it's an up fake.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Good on the first, and that shrinks the margin to just 4. Both free throws good from Kawhi Leonard.
And not the guy that you want to put at the line in these moments. He's not missing these.
Wall passes to Bertens. He kicks to Beal from the arc. Good D by Williams. Clippers with the ball.
Can't afford any wasted possessions down the stretch.
Nope. Every opportunity here have to have flawless execution.
This may be their most important possession.
No doubt about it. As long as they don't make any major mistakes, this one's in the bag.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. The Wizards with another miss, and the Clippers call time here. They're trailing by 3. 12 seconds left in overtime. Guys, your thoughts?
And if you can get a 3, shoot it. Otherwise, get the quick 2 and a foul.
Yeah, I think that's a great point, GA. Don't force something up. You got to be smart here.
And no secret here, guys. They've got to get a 3 if we're going to get yet another overtime.
And an intentional foul right there.
And you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
And the first of 2, no good. Heartbreaker. And the second of 2 is good. That gives them a 4-point cushion. And here's Beverly. Launches it. Misses the shot. And so it's Washington who scraped by with the win. And they had some nervous moments down the stretch, but things finally came together for them in overtime.
Yeah, probably didn't anticipate that this one would be that close down the wire. But give them credit. They were able to regroup in that overtime, and this win has to feel satisfying.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much. With John Wall. John, do you think this team has reached its potential, or is there still room to grow?
We can go to a high level. You know, we still can get better defensively, offensively. Our efficiency is not there yet. You know, we still getting used to playing with others. We got a lot of room for improvement.
That's good news for Wizards fans, John. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks. For Brett Berry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our 2K Sports crew. And we'll see you next time.